Hey traders, Andrew Keen from AlphaShard.com. I'm going to teach you guys today's trading tip of the day. And what we saw a big buyer of Best Buy, BBY, weekly 31.5 calls, okay? And I happen to make money on these. It's not important if I made money. It's important, the schematics around making money, because any trader can make money in the short term, but to be a profitable trader in the long term, you need to understand it, okay? So what is important here is I see something called volume versus open interest. Volume is the amount of options that trade in the day. Open interest is the amount of options that exist in the course of the day. So I'm always looking at volume versus open interest. I remember an institution buying puts and selling calls in Best Buy into earnings. Today, what do we see? As we looked at our proprietary based scanner, we saw a big buyer of Best Buy weekly calls. And I said to myself, hey, they're buying a bunch of Best Buy weekly calls. But they're buying Best Buy weekly calls because the volume, the open interest is 8,500. So this volume that hit today is not speculation. It is covering a short position. Calls are bought for one of two reasons: speculation on the upside, a hedge against a short stock position, or they could be covering their position. This trade here was a covering of a position. So always keep an eye on the volume versus open interest. Volume, how many options does it trade throughout the course of the day? Open interest, how many contracts exist? So keep an eye on volume versus open interest. That's today's trading tip for 11/27/2015. Thanks, guys. Everybody have a great week.